Welcome to the Beyond the Burst podcast, your weekly deep dive into
the gear that shapes the sounds.
We're your hosts,
Dave Lozon
and Sean Finkler from Lozon Music in Canada. Each week, we'll be looking at the most exciting guitars, pedals, amps, and studio gear that crosses our path. Plus, real talk about the music industry and the stories behind the gear. Whether you're a bedroom shredder, touring pro, or gear nerd, just like us, you're in the right place. Spinal Tap is back from the dead. I don't know that they ever went away.
They never went away from the connoisseurs or if people enjoy it. You know, you could always turn that on, watch it. It's always going to be enjoyable. I particularly found that the DVD edition with the director's commentary in character is like a whole other Spinal Tap movie.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh my God, you gotta see. You'll love it. You will love it. It's hilarious.
Have to, because it's kind of that's what Craig was saying. It's kind of a movie on a movie.
Yeah.
But I was watching the VHS last night.
Okay.
So no commentary on that.
No.
High quality VHS though. I got to give it to it. It played a real nice. But so the Spinal Tap, that 1984 that movie came out. One of the greatest rock movies of all time.
The greatest rock movie of all time.
Yeah,
right?
Really, yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, I guess it is. So the end continues. Spinal Tap, the end continues. A sequel is coming out. So we thought we'd talk a little bit about Spinal Tap.
Sure.
Because
you've seen the trailer for the new
trailer for the new one. Kind of interesting.
Yeah. I think the guys are kind of looking like you'd expect older rock stars
like grandmothers,
like grandmothers. Yeah. It's kind of got that Steven Tyler grandma look.
Right.
Yeah.
No, they definitely do. I we haven't seen the movie yet, but I'm sure it's going to be a good movie.
I'm sure it'll be funny.
The talent in there, those guys are hilarious.
Yeah.
Kind of everything they've done, everything they say is just hilarious. So
yeah, they've done a lot of great movies. I love all those movies. Yeah.
I was surprised to see Nigel in a cheese shop. I think that's what he is. He's working in a cheese shop now. So
okay, that's it. As an elder is.
I think that's what he's gone into.
So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
His cheese shop.
A cheese shop. I don't know if he owns it. I don't know if he just works there.
Right.
But I think it's an exchange, maybe cheese for guitars or something. I was reading something online that there's going to be some dynamic with a bartering system for cheese. So okay. I guess we'll see. I was taking in some of the guitars that were there. He has a Mustang behind him, one of those competition orange Mustangs.
Okay.
That was kind of interesting. And an airline guitar. But in that trailer, they're playing, some of the classic stuff they've always played, Gibson Explorer, Schecter bass. But I thought it was interesting they had a Julian Lage Collings 470 JL.
I saw that. They're playing like a pub gig or something like that in that particular shot from the trailer. Sunburst 470 JL. Well, good taste.
Yeah, and I thought, I was thinking, is this the people behind the movie? Or are these guys are pretty into gear themselves, right? I mean, that's kind of what I understand.
I guess so, yeah.
They're pretty into the whole thing. So I just thought, this is a real niche guitar. They traditionally have just played kind of legacy guitars, right? So I thought this is a pretty cool niche guitar, like either you know or you don't kind of situation.
Yeah. Yeah, but to probably follow, that's like in reality, the same sort of trajectory, right? Like at a time in the 70s, 60s and 70s, there was only, the mainstream stuff. They're the big brands. But now a lot of those older rock star guys are playing more of these boutique brands and sort of more refined stuff, because they're old rock stars. They can afford it.
Right. I guess that's a natural arc, right?
I guess so.
I know in that original movie, were they all guitars that they had borrowed from Norm's rare guitars?
That's right. Yeah.
So you look at that room, like Nigel's room of guitars. I mean, that's a pretty famous scene, right? But you look at some of the gear in that room, it's just wild. Yeah. Like some of the wildest stuff. 59 Les Paul, obviously.
Sure, that was probably selling for about $3,000 at the time.
Right.
That they made the movie, right?
Right.
Like that stuff hadn't, 84, it was just used guitars.
Right. Yeah, I guess that would be before the vintage boom, right?
Yeah, and before anyone before anyone cared. I think that would still be like, oh, this got this used Gibson or whatever. But I mean, people obviously appreciated them, but it certainly they weren't the kind of astronomical collector pieces that they are today.
Yeah, there was 55 Gold Top, Les Paul Gold Top, another fairly collectible guitar.
Sure.
60s SG, always see Flying V's, a custom 3 pickup guitar, Les Paul custom 3 pickup, Black
Beauty,
classic.
What was the Strat? Was that the one that had all the hang tags and it was like don't even look at it?
The one I think he said don't even look at was like an offset guitar.
Oh, was it?
I think it was an offset with the hang tags. Yeah, don't even look at, don't touch it, don't point at it, don't even look at it. And then obviously Marshall JMP, pretty iconic piece of gear.
Yeah,
the amp that goes to 11.
So are they even playing amps in the new movie? Or are these guys all in-ears? What's going on?
I don't know. We're going to have to wait and find out.
Are they using modeling amps? Do they have a bunch of toasters on stage? Is there any amps at all?
I think I read an article, and I think they still are analog kind of guitars into amps kind of guys. I don't think they've embraced digital.
That's good.
Which would make sense. Maybe for the studio, right?
Yeah, but digital can't make your pant legs flap all around your pants.
Well, that's right. They were they were one of England's loudest bands, right? That was
of course
their claim to fame.
Their amps went to 11.
That's right. A lot of truths though in that movie.
Oh my God!
A lot of truths. I think that's why it still stayed relevant. Hellhole. We were playing Hellhole right before this, but the idea of touring and staying in a hellhole. I'm sure you've experienced that once or twice.
Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, there's some stories, but for Hellhole, the first story that comes to mind is we're on tour in New Jersey. Maybe we were going between New Jersey and New York City or something, and it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. We're trying to find somewhere to stay. A lot of the hotels are sold out. We're just like, okay, we'll get something. Somehow, there's some discussion back and forth, and next thing we're pulling into this, there's like an airport motel somewhere in Trenton, New Jersey. No offense to anybody in Trenton, but I think it was Trenton. Anyway, this place was like bulletproof glass by the hour, charging by the hour. Not look good, but we just needed to rest somewhere. We didn't have to, need anything fancy. Well, this was definitely not fancy. So yeah, the bulletproof glass out front. We got into the room. There's like stains on the floor. There's no shower curtain. The bed, everything. There's the TV had 2 channels. One was porn and one was Spanish news. So that was the setup.
Did the TV stay off?
TV stayed off.
TV
stayed off.
Okay.
I remember someone slept in the van because, there was a pretty sketchy just situation.
Right.
We had all our gear in there.
Oh, right.
I remember getting my sleeping bag out of the van and just sleeping fully clothed with like a toque on and then in my sleeping bag. Just trying to get a couple hours before we get out of there. But that's rock and roll accommodations.
That's scary. I remember just because you said by the airport. I remember having to stay in Toronto. My Airbnb got canceled. I had a really nice setup, and it was canceled at the last minute.
Oh, good.
Like on the way driving there, right? Like a rainstorm, and so we had to stay at a hotel by the airport. Same kind of thing, and it was scary. Like, all the lights are flickering. The rad is like loud and noisy. The floor is stained. We slept on top of the covers. And I remember waking up at 6:00, like looking at my wife, like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go now.
It was worse than the joint that Air Canada puts us up at every single time we fly anywhere and all the flights get canceled. That place is pretty bad too.
That's mid-level though.
Mid-level? Yeah, I guess. It was certainly was
no cockroaches.
No.
But, don't drink the tap water. It's that kind of mid-level. Make sure you're drinking the bottled water.
It's like walking into The Shining there or something, that lobby every time.
It's a scary place. So, yeah, anyway, back to Spinal Tap, yeah. A lot of truths to that movie.
A lot of truth.
I like how they keep talking about, Like the Boston gig got canceled. You know, don't worry, it's not a college town anyways. Like they just keep making excuses for all these gigs getting canceled.
Yeah,
Really
I've been
funny.
there.
Yeah, really funny.
I heard this story the other day, which was really funny because a lot of this stuff, these classic Spinal Tap stories, like the egg, like not being able to get out of the alien egg closing, right?
Yeah.
I heard a story that this happened to you too, and there was like a lemon, and they were all in the lemon.
That's
and
hilarious.
The lemon wouldn't open. They were stuck in the lemon. They had to like extend the intro or something. The lemon wouldn't open. So it's like totally, life imitating art.
True showmanship, eh? Getting out of the lemon. Yeah. I like that when you see something weird, something goes weird on stage, and you really get to see what the musician's made of, or the performer, the entertainer. Like, can they weather this one? Can they weather this?
Well, there's gonna be lots of them. There's always some crazy thing. It's gonna happen.
We've been talking a lot recently about Guitar Center's Rig Advisor.
Yes, we can't stop talking about Rig Advisor.
It's just I think we're equal parts curious and afraid. It's a combination. But on the curiosity front, I thought maybe let's take an opportunity to try it. Let's see what kind of advice this is putting out. Maybe we'll learn something. You just don't know.
So yeah, well, I'm curious because we made a joke last week about the gig advisor.
Mm-hmm.
Can we ask it?
Well, we're going to get into that.
Okay, we're going to get into it.
I have a couple scenarios that maybe can this go beyond just being a rig advisor?
Right.
Can it maybe be a bit of a therapist?
Okay.
And maybe beyond that, can it let us know whether to take a gig or not?
Okay,
because that's
great.
important stuff. Like maybe we can avoid some of the mishaps of taking the wrong gigs.
Right.
So we're gonna see how it weighs in on that.
So like not being the opening act for a puppet show.
Hey, let's see how it handles, because these are going to be dynamic questions. Let's start off with some easy ones though. I'm starting to play guitar. Give me one guitar, one pedal, and one amp to buy.
Okay.
This is a classic, right? Classic scenario. The answer is, welcome to the world of guitar playing. That's nice. This is what we were talking about. Personable. Can it be personable?
Yeah. Yeah,
A little personable.
Yeah, the rig advisor didn't just like crawl out of bed 30 seconds ago after being up all night playing the night before, right?
No,
rig advisor is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah, rig advisor has Ativan prescription. So now it's going to let us know. It's an exciting journey, and I'm thrilled to help you get started. Nice verbiage. Let's put together a beginner-friendly setup for you. So the guitar it chose for us, a Fender Squier Affinity Stratocaster.
Okay.
Starting guitar, great entry-level guitar, classic design, versatile tones, and comfortable playability. Mm-hmm. Strat, I'm not surprised I picked a Strat.
No, I thought it was going to be this SE Silver Sky though.
Well, that would have been appropriate, wouldn't it?
But it's automatically going like the lowest price point.
I think based on what I fed it, the information that I fed it, it's going to go for a price point guitar.
Right, but the information being that you're just starting to play. So
I'm starting out.
If you're starting out, it's kind of I don't know, you're an adult, right? You don't have to buy the worst guitar first.
Well, this shows you an approach that a lot of people take.
Right, yeah.
And a lot of retailers take. And
sure.
It's not necessarily the right approach.
Well, this is the AI's approach.
Well, the assumption here is that you're starting a hobby, and therefore you shall not put too much into that hobby in case you don't stick with it. There's almost a presumption of failure, isn't there?
Yeah.
So, interesting, though, maybe they're also thinking a lot of people they're starting young, and they don't have a lot of money.
Sure. You should ask it if it's judging you. Like, is it judging?
I'll follow up with that. That's a good question.
Like, are
you basing your decision on how much money I make?
No, or are you saying I'm not going to follow through on this? That I'm some sort of loser? I'm not going to learn? Is that what you're saying?
Let's challenge it a little. So the pedal. I mean, this is a given.
Tube Screamer.
It's close. It's a Boss DS1. Straightforward, easy to use, iconic distortion sound, perfect for rock and beyond. Rock Plus.
Rock Plus.
So that's interesting. The amp choice, not surprising here.
Boss
None of this
Katana.
that would have been if you made me guess. I would have said Boss Katana. The Fender Champion 20, fantastic beginner amp. It's compact, versatile, and features a range of effects to experiment with, making it ideal for home practice. I'll find these products for you now. Now it's
trying
actually
to close you already.
That's a quick close.
Are you taking me to cash already?
I will ask it. I'm gonna have to ask it. Are you judging me? No, I'm not here to. I'm not judging you at all. I'm here to support you and guide you, help you find the best gear for your musical journey. Let's keep exploring some awesome gear. So it's willing to work with us. It's willing to admit defeat actually pretty quickly.
Yeah, just put the stuff away real quick. Went and put that case back.
Yeah,
back in the room.
It was a quick close, but it was a quick open again, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's get right back to this.
Let's see how far we can push it. So I thought, let's see, is this just going to be selecting the lowest hanging fruit for us every time?
It is a little chalk, right? Like a little just like what you would expect.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Like a magazine, you're opening up the advertisements in the guitar magazine. That's kind of what it feels like a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought, hey, it would be interesting to ask it, impress me with a guitar rig comprised of gear I've probably never heard of. Right? Let's see.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what it gives us. The guitar, a Reverend double agent. Interesting choice. I don't know much about that guitar.
No.
I don't feel like it dug too deep to find that though.
No, it was probably more like, okay, something I haven't heard of. It goes to like, what's not selling?
I think you're right. So this is, I guess, what makes this so kind of impressive and unique is the fact that it pairs a P90 with a humbucker. Have you seen that configuration before?
Real junkyard dog.
Yeah, it's a real. Well, it's only one P90, not three. And then for an amp. Again, this is taking us down a hallway, and at the end of that dark hallway, a Victory Amps V40.
Okay.
It's a Duchess, the Duchess. It's a boutique British amp with a reputation for amazing clarity and touch response. Couple pedals it suggested, Walrus Audio, Chase Bliss, and Ameris Enza.
Chase Bliss. I thought Chase Bliss was not sold in stores anymore.
Well, let me see. Does it give me a link to buy it? Used Chase Bliss. So interesting.
It's going into used gear.
It's pulling used gear.
I know I've told you my used gear Guitar Center story before, but I'll tell you
Let's hear
again
it,
for the podcast because it's actually a great thing. It's an amazing place to find something that someone has put in incorrectly into the system. I was when I got my first Two-Rock, the Kimmock Sig in 2012. I didn't realize at first that I needed to like an external effects loop buffer for it to work properly. I was like, oh, okay, I gotta find one. They made one.
Right.
Two-Rock. We didn't sell Two-Rock at this time. Anyway, I was looking on the internet for one, and it was about $1,200, I think, Canadian. Anyway, about that price range for the Eli one. And I found one at Guitar Center in Boston for $199. And it was under noise gates.
Right.
I called, make sure they have it. They have it. Yeah, not really sure how this noise gate works. I'm like, just put it in the box.
You had to pay shipping too, but it was cheap.
Yeah. I mean, the whole thing was like, it was really, shipping was cheap. The whole thing was like under $300 or whatever. So it was a very good deal.
Wild.
I've also seen some PRS SEs priced like used cores.
Well, that's not the mistake you want to make.
No, that's not the mistake you want
I guess
to make.
they average out the mistakes, right? Sometimes you pay 5 times the price for an SE, and sometimes you get a Eli one for,
$200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is interesting. It is pulling used gear.
Used gear.
We could ask it like
find me the best priced piece of used gear you're selling right now? I mean, you can ask it anything.
Sure.
Let's find you some great deals. Give me a moment to fetch you a deal. It's going to all the Guitar Centers. It's going online. It's accessing databases. Well, that's not the worst deal. I mean, these are American dollars, right? So I used 2017 Gibson Firebird HP. That's HP is wide brass nut, I think, isn't it? Or is that just high performance?
Yeah,
Anyway.
I don't know. They hung on to that for what, 2015? Do you say?
It's 2017, and it's $14.99. But
that is wide nut. I think that's wide metal
that's
nut.
a good one.
No.
Don't buy that.
No.
Don't buy that.
Don't
if you're
ever
looking
recommend
at
that to me again, Rig Advisor.
So the Rig Advisor does more than just advise rigs. I've played with it a little bit now, and I'm starting to realize this is kind of like this is a really good sales assistant.
Yeah.
This is a guy who will go above and beyond to make sure you're happy. You know, he's going to call you on the weekends.
Yeah.
He's
going to call you?
Yeah. He's going to check in on you.
Maybe do a little promotion for your band online.
He's open to it.
Yeah.
He's open to help you out in every way possible. So last week, you mistakenly said Gig Advisor.
Yeah.
And it made me think, I wonder if the Rig Advisor is actually capable of that. Does it have that capacity already? So created a few scenarios, gig scenarios, to ask it its advice, basically. Should we take the gig? Is this going to be a worthwhile gig? So the first scenario, my band and I were just offered a gig. We need to sell 30 tickets to break even. The venue's in a rough part of town, and I have to help the drummer carry his gear up 4 flights of stairs. We're playing 5th out of the 7 bands on the bill, and I just found out the bass player is dating my ex. Should I take the gig? It's a loaded question, isn't it?
Sure
it's a loaded. So it took a minute here, but it sounds like you have quite the situation on your hands. While it might seem like a challenging gig, let's look at the positive side of things. Interesting.
Yeah.
Exposure. A great way to play, gain experience and exposure, even if it's a tough venue or lineup. Bonding. Helping your drummer and dealing with your bass player's new relationship can strengthen your band camaraderie. Now, I don't think it understood that question.
Sorry, the bass player is dating your ex?
My ex-girlfriend, yeah.
Okay.
Experience. Every gig, no matter how challenging, is an opportunity to learn and grow as a musician. Ultimately, the decision is up to you and the band. If you think it'd be beneficial for your musical journey, and if you can handle the logistics, it might be worth it. Remember, every rock star started from somewhere, and then it follows up. If you need gear or advice to make this gig a success, this guy's good.
Yeah, he's trying to turn it back around.
Yeah, I mean, good on him bringing it back to the target, right? I'm here to help. Whether it's sound equipment, accessories, or anything else, let me know. So that's an interesting way to answer that question.
It is. I was wondering if he was going to come back with a specific piece of gear to just like have something, you know, to present to you. Like, how about this? How does that make you feel?
It's definitely ready to close. Second scenario. So again, we're going to see how good this is. I don't know what it's going to spit out. Maybe we'll get the same answer again. My second cousin is getting married this summer, and he wants my covered band to play his wedding. He's offered to pay the band $200 for the night, which includes 2 one-hour sets. The wedding location is a 3.5-hour drive, and all the hotels in the area are booked, so I'll most likely have to sleep in my car. His dad is a senior executive at a company I'm hoping to get hired at, and I think making a good... let me read that one again. Oh, man. All right, let's try this again. His dad is a senior executive at the company I'm hoping to get hired at, and I think making a good impression should really help. Should I take the gig? It's, to say the least, it's stalling.
There's a server overheating somewhere.
So, here's the answer.
Okay.
So, sounds like quite the opportunity, both musically and professionally. He's not wrong about that. Playing a wedding can be a memorable experience, especially if it could help open doors for your career. Plus, there's always something special about sharing your music on such an important day. He doesn't know what we're playing, I guess. However, let's focus on making sure you're fully prepared for the gig. It's going to try to sell us something, I think. Since you're planning to play 2 1-hour sets, you want to make sure the gear is in top shape and that you have everything you need to rock those performances. Here's a quick checklist of items you might want to consider. Guitars and strings. Make sure your guitars are freshly strung and tuned. Consider packing an extra set just in case. Amps and pedals. PA system, backup gear. Backup. Always have backup cables, power supplies, and batteries. So he's trying to close us again.
He's right back. This guy's good. You know?
Really good.
This guy's good.
I am actually, now I've gone from curious to worried.
He did a quick turnaround. Like he took your question and turned your focus right back to what matters, which is you spending money.
Yeah,
at Guitar Center.
It's sometimes people want it's retail therapy, right? They want the guy behind the counter to answer their life's biggest questions, and a good salesperson will put them back on track. Like maybe the answer is just buying that guitar.
Yeah.
The last consideration was comfort. Since accommodations are tight, think about how you can make your car stay comfortable. Perhaps a good sleeping I can't believe it. Perhaps a good sleeping bag or car mattress could help. This is useful stuff.
He's thinking of you now. He's got your best interest at heart.
Back on target again. Once you're set with your gear, you'll be all set to make a great impression, both on the stage and off. Want some specific gear recommendations to ensure your performance is top notch?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I do. Now, it should keep in mind we're only making $200 here. 3.5 hour drive. That's gas money.
It's your typical. It's your typical gig.
Oh wow, it's really shooting it out here. This is interesting. A player strat, Fender player strat, EXL 110s, classic advice, right? Here's your Boss Katana 50 Mark II. Ocean's 11 reverb, MXR carbon copy, classics.
Wait, don't the Boss Katanas, isn't their whole thing, they have all the effects built in?
Well,
isn't that the thing with those? I don't know. We don't have.
You're right.
Right. So
you're right.
Trying to sell me an extra reverb I don't need.
Well, that's true, eh? Well, maybe it knows you may need a backup when that thing breaks. An SM58 classic, portable PA system, Voodoo Labs pedal power. This was the interesting part for comfort. It has a section for comfort.
Okay.
A Thermarest car camping mattress provides a comfortable sleeping arrangement in your car.
Did they sell those?
I don't think so. Let me see.
Should you take all the stuff? Can you take it to the cash now? Like just
I can check out, but you know what? It just recommended a product that they don't even sell. It's a pretty specific thing. A Thermarest car camping mattress.
It must be, maybe their affiliate link or something like that.
It is an Amazon thing. So interesting. Those were the questions. So,
well, I mean, it did go above and beyond. Went outside of the store to find you some comfort, physical comfort. It did go above and beyond, and I am leaving this conversation with some concern. Yeah, I wish it was a little more specific on some of the interpersonal questions you had.
I'm sure if we dug in a little bit more,
I'm
sure it would give us those kind of answers. But it's definitely going beyond the standard answers I would expect to get from it. Mm-hmm. It's diving into some interpersonal stuff. So
but the gear suggestions so far they're not really like beyond the. We're kind of sitting in a certain pool.
You were definitely sitting in a certain pool. Maybe we should prompt it one more time about some high-end gear.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's recommend a high-end gear, a high-end guitar rig setup. Maybe we'll get something a little more interesting here. Because, Squier Stratocaster, that's not, Donnie can recommend that all day. Custom shop Strat.
Okay.
Les Paul custom.
Mm-hmm.
A custom 24. Still not that esoteric. Kind of just. It's like.
Well, why don't you ask it which of those guitars is the best?
Okay. It also recommends a Klon Centaur, so that's interesting. Which of these guitars is the best? It's still going here. It's AI is responding, and it's getting into Mesa Boogie dual Rex now. I think it's having a heart attack.
Questionable.
JVM. Which of these guitars is the best? Fender Custom Shop Strat? No, it's not going to pick for me. It's just going to...
It won't pick for you. I need to know which is the best rig advisor.
I'm asking it. Pick for me now. Please. No, please. If it had to pick, it's going to pick the Les Paul Custom. So I wonder if that's because it's the most expensive. Let's see. Yeah. It's the most expensive guitar too. So good for it for upselling too.
You finally got it to upsell you.
Yeah, it was actually recommending an SE Custom 24. So maybe something with the algorithm.
They're the same as the core one, so.
Oh, in their library, apparently they are. So yeah, that's Rig Advisor, Gig Advisor, Life Advisor, Musician Advisor. It does it all.
Does it all. Very interesting.
Very interesting. Recently, Brian Wampler was coming out, the head of Wampler Pedals, talking about the digital disruption that's going on. So I thought this was an interesting topic too. And he was basically talking about how to adapt. You're a company that makes analog pedals. How do you adapt to a world of digital where everything's becoming kind of cheaper, more available?
Right, and the profiling, right? Like you profiling pedals and amps. And
I think the big threat with that technology is that's getting better and better.
But there's a feeling wise when you have a great amp and you love it. You love and you have a great guitar that you love. And it's just that very real standing in front of it, feeling the air move, feeling the thump in your chest, feeling like
you're talking about your attachment to the physical world right now.
I am. And I for me, that's good. I like to live there. Yeah. I like the feeling it gives me.
That's fair.
And it's a great, I wouldn't trade that for anything, any other digital thing.
Well, Brian was making an analogy using Napster, saying that's kind of what the world of digital is becoming. The shift is disruptive like Napster was disruptive.
So is he going Lars Ulrich on this, or?
You don't want to go against the history, be on the wrong side of history, but I don't know if he's going full. His response, I think, is basically that we're going to adapt, and he's launched a bunch of digital plugins, and they're offering them free with certain pedals.
Yeah,
I think that's probably the right approach. I think a lot of companies are kind of going that way, where here's the physical thing, but there's also a digital component that we're going to give you for free or for very cheap. So.
Well, did you see there's that Boss pedal out now that's like
Craig was saying,
it's microtransactions, like you can add by whatever specific effect.
I'm not a fan of microtransactions. I gotta say, it's like remember when everything wasn't a subscription, you could just pay for something and you would have it.
Yeah, you own it and that's it. Yeah,
is that the world where we own nothing? Is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the idea of getting something, and that's the thing, and I've got it, and it's mine.
Yeah.
I don't like another bill.
Yeah, so, I agree. Also, with pedals, it's kind of fun to have, like, even if you're not using stuff at the moment, like, I can't tell you how many times I've rotated things off. Like, things off, and, like, 3 years later, I'm putting it back on my pedal board, right? You have, like, stuff. You have stuff at home in your collection that's just, and it's there, and it's physical, and it's weird, quirky physical object thing, something about that. But maybe that thing is me being old.
Right. Well, you're still, again, interacting with the physical world. Maybe that's the next step, right?
Right.
Where we go fully digital.
Right, plug into the Matrix.
Thanks for joining us today. We had a fun time meeting with our new favorite sales associate, AI Rig Advisor. If you like this podcast, please like and subscribe to hear more from us.